proof, the Red Triangle Network already knew my real identity, while I was still fully anonymous. Let me lay this out step by step, with pure logic, so there is no room for confusion or denial. From roughly 2024 through very early 2026, I was running the nerves of a demon-tier channel, completely anonymously. I used a voice changer on every single video. I never showed my face. I never showed my body. I gave zero visual information about my physical appearance. At that time, the public had no way of knowing what I looked like. Yet during that exact same period, members of the Red Triangle Network began repeatedly mocking me for having gynecomastia, man boobs. These were not generic insults. They were specific, recurring jokes aimed at a very particular physical condition I had never revealed on camera or anywhere online. The source of this information was Ed Hofer, the brother of targeted Patton. Ed Hofer was the one feeding this private detail to Toby Reed and the rest of the network. He disguised it as humor and meme-type jokes, but it was clearly directed speech. Here's why this is powerful evidence. 1. Total anonymity at the time. Voice changer, no face, no body on camera, equals no outsider could possibly know my physical traits. There was zero public information available. 2. The mock detail was private and specific. Gynecomastia is not something you can guess from a voice or from watching anonymous videos. The only way the network could know this detail is if they already had my real-world identity and real-life information about me. 3. Directed speech from an insider. Ed Hofer didn't randomly guess this. He knew it, spread it, and passed it directly to Toby Reed and the rest of the Red Triangle. That is textbook directed speech. Perpetrators revealing private knowledge to terrorize and show power over the target. 4. The timeline destroys their later excuses. All of this happened years before I ever merged my timelines, showed my face, or publicly became Matthew David Weeder. This was while I was still trying to stay fully anonymous. They didn't just figure it out after I went public. They already knew who I was the entire time. This single piece of evidence proves the network had already identified me, doxed me, and gathered personal physical details about me long before I ever revealed my real name or face. Mario and the rest of the Red Triangle cannot claim they only learned who I was after I merged timelines. They already had me. They were already using private information against me while I was still operating under a voice changer. That is not random trolling. That is coordinated infiltration and surveillance. This is one of the clearest receipts I have that the network knew exactly who I was the whole time.